Steam Deck challengers, Steam Deck rival, Steam Deck killers. We couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. Yeah, Valve sent a message, alright, and they did. So Nvidia, you coming with a handheld? Okay, alright. Yeah, but you're gonna run into some roadblocks. Listen to this. Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yep, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. What? What's up, Tech for Gamers? Listen to this. Nvidia reportedly working on an ARM-based gaming handheld. Nvidia's answers to AMD's handheld gaming domination. Yeah, that means you're jealous. That's what that means. Anyway, says here reports about Nvidia and MediaTek teaming up were discovered recently. It seems the two plans to create an ARM-based SoC for AI purpose. But another leaker has made these reports more even interesting. According to new information, Nvidia wants to create an ARM-based SoC for gaming handheld. Why it matters? While Nintendo Switch 2 is already set to debut new hardware from the company in a handheld, Nintendo is known to be quite conservative. Therefore, another handheld could utilize more powerful, capable hardware better. Says here, according to XP GPU, Nvidia has taken an interest in handheld gaming. The leaker claims that MediaTek is creating a next-generation gaming portable SoC that will include Nvidia GPU IP. He also suggests that multiple Chinese consumers have already expressed interest in these chips, and that the SoC would differ from other semi-custom projects that the two companies are working on. In the past, it says here, the company has worked on gaming hardware like the Tegra SoC powered by Shield handheld. Moreover, the Nintendo Switch is powered by the same chipset from Nvidia. Home consoles are currently dominated by AMD, who is also supplying chips for most of the other handheld, including the Steam Deck. However, past reports have already pointed at Nvidia's ambition for handheld gaming. Yeah, Nvidia is jealous of AMD. Anyway, says here, the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 is rumored to be based on an updated Tegra SoC with GPU performance close to that of GeForce RTX 2050. However, it will be interesting if the company can produce an entirely new SoC that is best suited to handheld gaming. Perhaps the most interesting part of these reports is the fact that Nvidia seems to be choosing MediaTek as a partner instead of Qualcomm. The latter is better known for a high-end SoC, so it will be interesting to see how the future turns out. And that is that for the article. I did a video on this from our PC Games In, but I saw this one on Tech for Gamers, so I figured I'd go through it. Because the one on PC Games In saying that Nvidia is running into some roadblocks because the industry is using x86 and Nvidia doesn't have x86 licensing. So they're going to run into some roadblocks. I mean, they got the resource for sure. They got the financial backing and the resource, but there's some bumps in the road that they're going to run into. But while they're doing that, make no mistake about it. Like I said in the last video, AMD is building RDNA 5 from the ground up. Plus they said RDNA 4 improves, brings improvement to RDNA 3 and all that. But with all that AMD news, the Steam Deck is benefiting, but the Steam Deck 2 now is lurking somewhere in the midst of all that. So it's gonna be get your nickels, dimes, and pennies and $1 bill ready for this. But anyway, Nvidia look like they're trying to get into the handhelds, because in the article from PC Games, and it talks about Nvidia is having a problem with Nintendo, but the one in Tech for Gamers now, They're trying to say that Nintendo tried to play conservative. I guess they look when they came out with the Switch. When they came out with the Switch had 4 gigs of RAM in it. The Steam Deck has 16. So the Steam Deck now, when Valve came out and said we could not find a game the Steam Deck could not run, they put pressure on the competition with those statements. That's what they did, and they challenged them. And when everybody was talking about the Switch and the OLED version, the 64 gig model Steam Deck was still beating the Switch and the OLED. It's just that you had YouTubers, they were trying to act like the OLED was all that. But the Steam Deck with the 64 gig and the LC 256 and the 512 LCD model was no pushover, and they were running the games while the Switch was struggling. So Valve with the Steam Deck put pressure on the competition, and Nintendo now with the Switch 2, I guess they were going to try to come out with like probably 8 gigs of RAM. They had to step it up to 12, okay, because Valve put pressure on the market. That's what they did with the Steam Deck. So Nvidia, seeing all this and seeing all the success that AMD is having in the in these portable PCs and the console, they want a piece of the pie, you know. So they're trying to get into the market. So we'll see what they do. But make no mistake, the Steam Deck 2 is coming. So yeah, but other than that, man, Nintendo is coming with the Switch 2, but Nvidia now, just like how Sony had issues with Nintendo when they tried to make the Super Nintendo CD for the they tried to make a CD system for the Super Nintendo, but then Sony used that to build the PlayStation. Nvidia now is having an issue with Nintendo, so now they're trying to use that opportunity and try to use MediaTek and try to get into the portable PC market. But the Steam Deck is the king of all that. Is running all that. You're talking about your Asus ROG, you're talking about your MSI Claws and your Lenovo Legion Go. But the Steam Deck is the true king of that. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see what they. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do, though. It's gonna be interesting to see what AMD does, man. But they do have the financial backing, though, and the resources for it, though. But they're just running into some roadblocks because they don't have the x86 licensing to run video games. Like the article from PC Games N said, maybe they're gonna have to buy an x80. What they say, buy an x86 license or a company, something like that. So, yeah, Nvidia got their work cut out for them, man. But the market is very competitive in that market, man. Very competitive. Nintendo is coming with the Switch 2. Yeah, they had to step their game up. They can't play. You can't play conservative, man, because the Steam Deck was running. Everybody was like, "Oh, the Switch sold this, the Switch sold that." But the Steam Deck is no pushover. This handheld is no. This portable PC is no pushover. So yeah, I mean, look, they raised the when Valve came out with this, they put pressure on everybody. Everybody was trying to make fun of the Steam Deck, but Valve kept coming. Oh yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Nvidia does, though. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, I want to see the true specs of the Switch 2, though. I want to see the true specs of it. I don't want to hear no fake hype or all that. I want to see the real spec sheets of what it's coming with. But whatever the Switch 2 is coming with, the Steam Deck 2. Oh yeah, we're waiting. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy, though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Oh, God.